Hello my friends and welcome back to Total OS for today, of course. My name is Carmine. This is part one of a Linux installation guide for basically for beginners to the world of Linux, or maybe you tried to install a form of Linux in the past and it failed. So I will split this into two parts to make this as painless as possible. I will not edit this portion of the video. This is kind of like a behind the scenes of what I use: simple screen recorder, Ubuntu Mate, and of course I do use Windows 10. So for all of you Windows users who maybe are still using Windows 7, maybe Windows 10, want to try something that is potentially better but don't know where to start, then this video is for you. I've been doing this about 10 years, so if you are still using Windows, I completely get it. Alright, so I recorded a short video for part one on Ubuntu Mate. So let's take a quick look. This video has no sound. So this is from the Ubuntu Mate website. All the links for this installation process will be below in the show notes. So this is from ubuntu-mate.org. It is my Linux gold standard for beginners. You can get more information here, about Ubuntu Mate and everything else. Now, as far as downloads, you need to choose your architecture. If you have a newer computer, it's probably 64-bit. I know for this test I have an older ThinkPad, a T60, that had Windows XP on it. Believe it or not, it still works. So I need the 32-bit. So I need to download the file, the ISO for Ubuntu Mate 18.04.3. Now you need to verify downloads. You need to verify the SHA-256 hash. Verify that. Now, if you don't know what this means, that's okay, but basically what this means is you want to make sure that your download is not corrupted. If it's corrupted, do not install it. Download it again and make sure that it is not corrupted, and I'll show you how to do that in Windows 10. So I will download the 18.04.3 32-bit torrent with QBitTorrent for Windows. Should not take very long. And all right, so we had that downloaded, completed. So we're going to use this checksum utility. That was a recommendation from the Ubuntu Mate website. Again, if I'm going too fast, I will have links for all this below in the show notes. I didn't want to make this into a 20-minute video and drag it out, so I'll split this into two parts. But if you missed anything, of course, replay this and check out the links below. Right now, I'm checking to make sure that my Ubuntu Mate download is not corrupted. So it's going to check this and give me a hash, basically an algorithm, a code. Okay, so there it is, right there. There's actually two of them, SHA-256, SHA-512. I'm looking for the SHA-256 code to match what is on the Ubuntu Mate website to the right, which is right there. So I will look at that, actually, of course, look at it and copy it, and I will drag it to the bottom of the checksum utility in my Windows 10, paste it, click verify right there at the bottom, and we're in good shape. It says that this matches, which is good. That means my download should be okay. So once I verify that, I will need to create a bootable USB stick, in this case UNetbootin. Now I tried Rufus, it kept crashing, so I will use this UNetbootin. So again, I'm going to use the disk image that is on my desktop, which is right here to the left. And make sure it's where it says type, make sure it's USB drive and not your hard drive. You don't want to erase your hard drive, obviously. Okay, then we'll continue. And it's going to take this Ubuntu Mate here that I downloaded and create a bootable USB stick, so I can then take my ThinkPad in part two and boot from the stick to do a full install of my 32-bit Ubuntu Mate. This is done. This is how easy it is. So this is the end of part one. And in part two, I'll show you how to install a form of Linux, in this case Ubuntu Mate, into one of my ThinkPads. It's quite easy. Again, if you missed any of this, just replay it. Post your questions below in the show notes. And that's all I have for this one. If I missed anything, please let me know and I'll catch you on the next one. So for this one, I'll just say arrivederci. Take care.